Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and not only that, I also got myself a brand new haircut. Yeah, I knew a lot of you guys didn't recognize me from of course this hairdo that I got. But yeah, I think what you're seeing is actually true. I actually did get myself a really nice looking haircut today, depending on when I'm recording this video right about now, and thankfully it's right before one of my classes at college, which thankfully is remotely, so yeah, pretty much all I did was, of course, we actually stopped by to, of course, return some bottles, to which I did get a good chunk of money hanging in right about now, and then afterwards, I of course went over to, of course, Cost Cutters, to which thankfully I did manage to book an appointment beforehand, and yeah, oddly enough, I just went in to get this bad boy cut up, because it has been growing up for quite a while, as it is getting into my, as of course my veins were starting to get into my eyeballs and stuff. It's disgusting, but yeah, I guess if anything, I'm actually really proud of course this haircut right about now. In fact, looking at it right about now, I look like someone from either the 50s or the 60s right about now, which I will admit is actually a nice look, but that's beside the point. So yeah, I guess if anything, I guess you have all come for a brand new thoughts video right about now, and well, believe it or not, it's October, and you know what that means. Yeah, that's right. I think it's time once again, despite the current circumstances we're in right now, to of course celebrate the time of course witches and ghosts and ghouls and plenty of other stuff. That's right. I'm of course talking about Halloween. So yeah, seeing of how it is October, Halloween is right around the corner right about now, and I guess if anything, I'm actually super stoked to see what will be going down for Halloween this year. So yeah, speaking of which, I think I know I did say I did say for these thoughts videos that I would of course be talking about some anime shows that came out very recently, but I've overlooked, and I still will right about now. In fact, the next one I'm of course hoping to do right around after this is of course it's oddly enough another anime show that I'm currently watching right now, which is Demon Slayer, so don't worry about a thing. I will have a thoughts video on that pretty soon once I finish up watching that show, but I guess for the time being, seeing of how Halloween is right around the corner, I think it makes sense for me to, of course, actually talk about something related to Halloween for once, So, yeah, that's what I kind of figured I would do for this special occasion. Alright. So yeah, I guess I kind of figure for this thoughts video, for while I am still going to be watching some anime shows like I promised, and giving you guys my full-on thoughts about it, I feel it makes sense if I talk about something that just came out very recently that actually does tie into Halloween. So yeah, and in case you want to know what it is, I think for today's thoughts video right about now, I'm of course going to be talking about the brand new movie that just hit Netflix right around tonight, depending on when I'm recording this right about now, as I am putting this out the day afterwards. Yeah, pretty much a Halloween movie that just hit Netflix not too long ago, simply known as Hubie Halloween. So yeah, I guess for this special occasion, like I said, seeing of how Halloween is right around the corner, I guess that would be the subject of course today's thoughts video right about now, and yeah, I guess oddly enough, it just hit Netflix not too long ago, and yeah, this one is actually really special because oddly enough, it's of course it is of course given to us by the brilliantly and yet somehow questionably talented Adam Sandler under his production company, Happy Magazine. So yeah, I never thought I would see the day that I would talk about a Happy Magazine production for these thoughts video, but hey, since it actually does tie into this special occasion that'll be right around the corner later this month, I guess it makes sense that I would at least talk about it for, of course, all of you guys. So yeah. I do find it kind of odd that this is actually the first time in these thoughts videos that I would talk about something related to Happy Magazine. Somebody get the alcohol, because I know someone's definitely taking a drink to that, so yeah. Alright. Now, I guess, in case all of you guys wanted to know for sure, I think let me make one thing perfectly clear. I have nothing against Adam Sandler in the slightest. I know he's actually a pretty good actor, as he actually can appear in a good movie every once in a while. And of course, he is a pretty good songwriter, and of course, a really talented comedian nonetheless. But of course, when it comes to, of course, yeah, and oddly enough, I think some of the movies that he has done, which is, of course, Happy Gilmore, Billy Magazine, just to name a few, yeah, I think some of them can actually be pretty good, and it actually does show Adam Sandler can actually be pretty funny, and yeah, I would believe that, too, but I think when it comes to, of course, a good majority of the movies under his production company, it's kind of big of a hit and miss. Well, not technically a hit, but more on the miss, but yeah, I think it's actually pretty clear right about now, yeah, but such, I think not only with him, yeah, of course, Happy Magazine has pursued other comedians who, of course, take that path, but does end up resulting in Adam bombing career after career after career, but thankfully, in later years, right about now, I know that Sandler himself is finally waking up to, of course, all the mistakes that he is making with the movies that he's putting out under his production company, and thankfully, from what I'm hearing right about now, he actually did score big with, of course, his role in Uncut Gems, for sure, and I mean, I shouldn't know because I've never seen it, but that's actually quite nice when you really think about it, so yeah, and I think pretty much, I guess for the subject, subject of today's movie that I'm, of course, going to be talking about, I really don't have much high hopes for this one, seeing of how I did see the trailer beforehand, as I just think it could be another one of those stinkers that's pursuing Netflix under Adam Sandler's production company, seeing of how that production company that I mentioned during its time on the big screen has, of course, hit the final nail on the coffin after releasing Pixels, but I digress. So yeah, I don't really have much high hopes for, of course, that movie for sure, but I'm still willing to give it a chance nonetheless, seeing of how this is the right time to actually, of course, see this movie, So yeah, after about well over an hour and a half seeing this movie, what do I think of it overall? Well, I will admit, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not good, not bad, it's just okay in my opinion. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say about this movie right but now. It's just okay, so... excuse me for a second. Seemed to have a really heavy dinner as usual, so... But yeah, I guess, oddly enough, seeing of how I guess you know exactly what I thought about it, I guess the only question is, why do I think that? Well, I think I might as well go right on to the main aspects to, of course, help answer this question. So pretty much, story-wise, in my opinion, does kind of feel a bit formulaic in my opinion. Like, of course, from the way I'm seeing it right about now is, of course, basically a modern-day equivalent of Billy Magazine, but of course, it's taking place during Halloween time, so yeah, I guess I will say, story-wise, it's actually pretty formulaic right but now, and it does kind of feel a bit like Billy Magazine at the same time, but just put Halloween in the mix, and there you go, so, yeah, but I mean, granted, I think some parts of it is not done poorly, in my opinion, though it could have been executed a whole lot more. Some parts of this movie actually do work, in my opinion, and it actually does And it actually does have a whole lot of structure, and of course can bring a whole lot of fun to it. So yeah, it is pretty formulaic at times, but I can find something charming with, of course, the film story. So yeah, and of course the characters, I have to say, what more would you expect? I think it's pretty much your typical characters that you would see in every other horror comedy movie whatsoever, but again, I think I will give it credit. I think it's, I mean, I'm sure they're not bad in my opinion, but I think with the development of each and every one of those characters, it just I think it just hardly fell flat in my opinion, but I mean, granted, they're not done poorly entirely. No, I mean, some of them can, of course, be incredibly interesting, so yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say for the characters. Now, of course, for all the actors, I have to say, I will give them credit. They actually do pull off some pretty passable performances, like, of course, I think I guess in regards of passable is that guy is pretty much Adam Sandler, for example. But of course, some others that I can think of, like of course, his supportive best friend, as always, Kevin James, and not to mention, I think I do find it quite hilarious to see Steve Buscemi in this movie entirely, and well, man, some other ones, like, of course, Maya Rudolph, for example, she does pull off a fine performance in this, and though I think though I will admit, Shaquille O'Neal actually does pull off a really unexpected one, for sure, but again, what more would you expect, and yeah, and of course and of course it can't be a typical Adam Sandler movie without bringing in Rob Schneider in, to say the least. And yeah, I really don't have anything to say about Rob Schneider's performance in this movie. It's just barely barely minimum, and you hardly even notice he was there. I haven't. So what more would you expect? So yeah, but yeah, I guess I will say, I guess for all the actors in this movie, they do pull off some pretty fine performances. Again, not great, not terrible, just fine at best. Alright. Now, of course, for the film's writing, again, it's pretty much like the story, in my opinion. It's pretty formulaic at times, but at the same time, it actually can bring out something good for sure. And I will admit, for the comedy, I have to say, again, it can be a hit and miss at times. Like, I think probably every once in a while, I think there are some jokes that actually did get a good laugh out of me, which is more than I would expect right about now. While at the same time, it just, they're not done bad in my opinion. Some of them are okay, but there are times that, of course, for some of the jokes, it just kind of make me think, I don't get it. So again, I guess the comedy in this movie is not bad, as I did get some good laughs out of this, but it's just kind of hit and miss in my opinion. But of course, I will have to say, visually, I have to say, it actually does look pretty good. I think from what I understand, this movie actually is, of course, shot in Salem, Massachusetts, which I will have to say is actually a really great set for, of course, this movie, seeing of how it is based around Halloween. So yeah, I will give props to the people who made this movie to shoot this in Salem, Massachusetts. Actually, it's a really great one to shoot a movie about Halloween. I mean, look at Hocus Pocus. It did the hanging. That turned out pretty well. So yeah, and I will have to say, pretty much from what I'm seeing, from, of course, the Halloween decorations all throughout the neighborhood, to, of course, all the people in costumes right about now, and even plenty of others that I can think of, it actually does scream Halloween for sure. So So yeah, I guess I will have to give this movie credit that it actually does represent Halloween relatively well in this one. I mean, they didn't slam the whole thing down our throats for sure. No, they actually do play out just fine for sure. So yeah, and it's coming from me seeing how I know I haven't celebrated pretty much every single time, but I do, yeah, I actually do find myself loving Halloween nonetheless, so, yeah, I guess I will have to say, visually, I will give the movie credit for exactly that. It did deliver on that, as well as, of course, delivering everything, I mean, everything Halloween for us, so, yeah, that I will give this movie credit for sure. It actually did do a fine job being exactly that, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say. Alright. Now, of course, for the others, like of course for the direction of this movie, seeing how this is directed by Steve Brill. Yeah, I'm hoping I said his name right, Steve Brill. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna say Steve Brill, though it does kind of make me wonder if I should make a joke about Steve Brill's face plastered onto a grill. So yeah, that would be a really clever name for sure. Steve Grill. Yeah. So yeah, instead of calling him Steve Brill, we'll just call him Steve Grill. Yeah. Somebody make that happen. Somebody send me a picture of Steve Brill's head photoshopped onto a grill. So yeah, but yeah, I guess going back on topic about now, I think the direction of this movie by Steve Brill, I will have to say, again, it's not bad in my opinion, as I know he has a good, clear direction on, of course, this one. So yeah, it's not good, not bad, just, again, it's just pretty decent. Yeah, though I will have to, yeah, and of course, for some of the others, like, of course, this film has got some pretty good cinematography, for sure, while at the same time, the film's editing, I have to say, just kind of feels a bit choppy, I have to say, but again, it's not done bad, for sure. I mean, they did do a fine job in exactly that, but it just could have been cut out a bit more, so yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can think of. Alright, so I guess, if anything, those are, of course, the main aspects I have to say about this movie. So I guess, overall, for my final thoughts on this one, I will have to say, Hubie Halloween, again, it's not bad, it's not good, in my opinion. I just thought it's okay, in my opinion. I mean, it's got some pretty good ideas, and it actually, yeah, and of course it did actually get me some good laughs every once in a while, but I just wish that maybe it could have been structured out a bit more for what I have to say, but hey, I can't fault this movie nonetheless. Yeah, I mean, I know the people who made this movie had an incredible time, for sure, and good on them for doing exactly that, but maybe I just wish they could have actually put in a whole lot more time and effort in actually making this look good. But hey, I guess it actually doesn't hurt anything about this movie entirely. Like I said, it's not good, not bad, it's okay. I mean, you want to see the acting be okay? Do you want to see the story be okay? Do you want to see the comedy being okay? And that's what you're gonna get. Just a movie that is just okay at best. So yeah, and yeah, I should be thankful that this didn't turn out to be the piece of crap that I thought it would. But hey, I'm sure that, of course, the people over at Happy Madison did learn their lesson, and they make up for their mistakes, for sure, and of course, trying their best to put out some good stuff, and I will give them credit for that. But hey, if the next Happy Madison production I watch turns out to be a piece of crap, I wouldn't be surprised, so. But hey, I guess if you are curious to actually see this movie for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. It's currently available on Netflix as we speak, so if you got the time this Halloween, definitely watch this movie for sure. Like I said, it's not good, not bad, just decent in my opinion, so So yeah, for my final score right about now, I'm of course going to give this movie a somewhat 5.5 out of 10. Like I said, it does have some great ideas for, of course, what it's trying to do, but it does kind of feel formulaic at the same time, but it still turned out to be a somewhat decent movie to watch during this time. So yeah, it's pretty much all I can say. If you definitely got the time, I say definitely hit up Netflix for sure and watch this movie for yourself. So yeah, maybe you might like it, maybe not. Yeah, I guess the world may never know. Alright. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and if you have seen Hubie Halloween for yourself, then let me know in the comment section below on what you thought of it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites that I have provided. All the links are down in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And of course, as always, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications if you want to keep up to date with me with each and every single new video that I post. So yeah, that's literally about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and don't worry, as promised, I will of course get right on to, of course, going back to watching some anime shows that came out very recently that I have overlooked. So yeah, and yeah, like I said, the next one that I'm currently watching right now, to which I'm getting close to finishing up as we speak, is definitely Demon Slayer. So yeah, once I do eventually finish that show, yeah, once I actually do finish up watching all the episodes of that said show, I will give out my thoughts on it for all of you guys, just so that I can get it out of the way, and of course, I get right on to watching the other anime shows that I have lined up in my mind that I need to get to. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for those. But I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.